Well, good morning everybody. It's sometime before 8 o'clock and I'm in Edale car park. My car's just over there and so is Kev Green. Now Kev's been giving me some stick on social media because I didn't share my Rice Krispie squares with him the last time we were out camping. So, I know he likes these, McVitie's Gold, so I'm going to walk over and give him these. Perhaps it'll shut him up. Hey up Kev, my apologies.
There's no need to apologise.
Well, I know you like those, so we've got a packet each. Well, Kev being the star that he is, he's making some sausage butties. Let's go and have a look, see how they're getting on. Just telling everybody that you're making some sausage butties.
Yeah, very civilised.
There we go, frying away down there. What a good way to start a camp, eh? Having a sausage butty. Yeah, Kev made me a cup of coffee as well before. Sausage butties and a brew to start the day. What could be better? Well, my sausage butties are ready. I'm going to get some red and brown sauce on them and get stuck in. Well, that was a bit disappointing. I bought a couple of batteries to the week and they weren't DJI branded ones. They were a bit cheaper. And I've just had both batteries in camera and it flashed up abnormal battery. Luckily, I've still got the original DJI battery. So I put that back in. I'll just have to keep my eye on it and recharge it when it starts getting low. Well, as you can see, got my bag on, all kitted up, raring to go. Kev's there. And I think we're about to plod on, are we? Right. So I'll show you some views along the way and I'll speak to you later. But for now, we're going to head up towards Edale. See you in a bit. Behind me, you've got the nab. And behind me there, you've got Kev Green and Jannu. And I've just stopped to get my trekking poles out because we're going to go up there. It's going to be a warm one, I reckon, later on this afternoon. Because it's cloudy now, but it's really sweltering. I'm sweating and I've hardly walked anywhere. I'll show you some views as we're going up Nab. And I'll speak to you as we get further up. But for now, I'm going to plod on. Well, we're going up Nab and we've just sat down here. And look who's here, Simon. Hey!
How you doing?
He's been up here, came up on Friday, didn't you?
Yep.
And he's been up on Northern Edge and he's just on his way down and we bumped into each other, so we've just been sat here having a bit of a chat. Well, I'm going to put this camera away because we've still got up there to plod on. See you in a bit. Just got to the top at Nab and I'm a bit out of breath, but I've been out of breath all the way up. What a fantastic view from here down over Edale. I'll turn camera around and give you a better look. As I pan round to the left, from the top of the Nab, look at that, Edale down there. On the other side of the valley, you got Mamtor, centre of screen and the Great Ridge. Absolutely love the view. Kev's just over there, he's sorting out his sock. It's got a stone in it or something like that. I can't remember what it was, I don't think he knows himself. We've just got to wander up there, then head up Golden Clough, and then we'll be on top at Plateau. And we're going to go across 7 Minute Crossing. Now, one of my subscribers, Phil, he asked if I would film going across it. That's what I'll do. Right, well, now we've got our breath back, we'll plod on. As you can see behind me there, that's the start of the 7 Minute Crossing. Kev's just down there, he's just checking out some of the views and potential places to pitch at. As I said, start at 7 Minute Crossing. We're going to go over that way now, and that'll take us onto Northern Edge near Sealstones well, it brings us out at Blackden Brook. So I'll try and film as we go across. It doesn't take long. It takes longer than 7 minutes. I think it's named after fell runners, not named after people with a few kilograms of weight on the back. Right, well, yeah, let's plod on over there and I'll show you some views.
There you go. It all looks the same.
I know, but I did say I'd try and film it for him, but
Yeah, well,
it just looks like a hill with loads of grass.
it all looks the same. Isn't it?
We're going that way.
I mean that's an important feature because that's where you basically you're heading to.
Yeah, these rocks, this path that you can see.
Yeah. Or just well, Blackden Brook's in the dip.
I've just come over at 7 Minute Crossing, joint edge path behind me, and got Blackden Brook behind me here. Bit concerning because there's not a great deal of water flowing down Blackden Brook. We're hoping to walk around Northern Edge past Seal Edge towards Fairbrook Naze and hopefully pick some water up at Fairbrook. Normally Fairbrook's pretty okay for water, but it's just surprising that this place isn't flowing. Right, well we'll plod on uphill and go around Sealstones and then down Seal Edge. I'll show you some views along the way and I'll speak to you in a bit.
Well, I think west is that way.
West is Downfall, east is Crookstone Knoll.
Oh yeah, that's right. East is that way.
Well, we've just stopped at Fairbrook, got some water, it's in my bag down there, and yeah, we're not far from our campsite. Lovely afternoon still, really warm. Right, get my bag back on and we'll plod on for this last little bit and I'll bring you back when we're at our campsite. Spongy?
It's not wet. It's not really wet. Right, well I'm pushing this so you don't need to move your pots.
I'm finally all pitched up at Fairbrook Naze. Tent's behind me. There's Kev's. I'll turn the camera around and I'll do my usual. I'll have a quick walk round tent. So here's my Outkit Tarp Star yet again. Do a quick walk round it. Got a nice little flat bit here. I haven't gone round and tightened the tent up, but it'll do. Right, well, let's have a quick look inside. Pretty much usual stuff, you've seen it before on my videos. But I'll turn the camera around and do a quick guided tour. Inside living room area, I've got this silver foil blanket. At the side there, that's my tent peg bag, I need to put that away. Got some water there, 4 tins of McEwan's, electrical bag, got some fuel next to it. In that Trangia bag, I've got all my food. Next to it is my kitchen, pots, pans, stoves. Rucksack is right at the back, and in the sleeping compartment, got my 10 degree plus C summer sleeping bag, my FE Active sleeping bag, climate static insulated V-light underneath it, Flextail neck contour pillow at the back, and on top of there I've got synthetic puffer jacket, down trousers, and my fleece. Well, this is turning an absolutely glorious evening. Feels like summer, because it is summer, and this is what it should be like. Well, I'm going to dive in tent, get my boots off, and I think have a beer. I'll see you in a bit. Do you want a beer?
No, I'm absolutely fine, thanks.
You sure? It's not often I say this.
Hey?
It's not often I do this.
I know it isn't.
I just thought, warm day, do you want one?
No, you're all right.
Okay. Well, I'm in my tent, as you can see. I've not managed to get my boots off. Just talking to Kev there about how warm it is. And the reason I haven't taken my boots off is you might have just heard me cracking something open. A tin of McEwen's Champion 7.3. I'm in need of a drink. Need of some fluids, I should say, not in need of an alcoholic drink. Well, everybody, good health and cheers.
Hang on, I'm coming.
Oh, Kev's going to join me as well.
Cheers.
Good health, everybody, and cheers.
And it's not iron brew.
Oh, by gum, that's good beer. Oh.
That's good stuff and all.
Right, well, I'm just going to sit down and relax because we've just got the tents up, just opened the beer, and yeah, this is what it's all about, sitting down and relaxing and having a beer in somewhere wonderful like this. I'll see you in a bit. Our tents are just pitched behind me, but I thought I'd just have a little walk up here to look at these views. Hello, Jannu. She's walking up. She's walking up. Look at how the clouds cast shadows on the hills. It looks amazing. I always think that's brilliant. Anyway, I'm going to wander over yonder and I'll keep walking that way until I can see the pedestal stone.
Just below that.
Kev says, just below that rock, so that's where we're going to go. You know what? I can't be arsed walking to pedestal stone. This is enough of a view for me. Look at it behind my shoulder down the Ashen Valley. I'm so happy to be here. Well, enough of me grinning aimlessly at the beautiful scenery. You don't want to see that. Chinese walls behind me, over yonder. I'm going to walk back over to the tent and I'll bring you back in a bit once I'm sorted. Well, I'm inside my tent and I'm just about to go over to this rock that me and Kev have designated as our kitchen area, and I'm going to get some grub on. Right, I'm going to get on with that. Well, my tea's made. I've got it down here. Just got a cloth over it, keeping it warm. I've got the lid on it, and I've got a windshield around it. I've got sweet and sour chicken with noodles. Well, let's take the lid off and give the pot a stir and see what it's like. Well, let's try a bit of this grub. I'll try and get some noodles and a bit of chicken. That's a very big piece of chicken. You got some chicken.
You know what? That's actually really quite good.
Have some more, mate.
No,
Get a piece of chicken. Big piece, huh? Oh, that was nice.
It's too spicy for me. I can't eat them all.
Yeah, it is a bit spicy, but I don't mind a bit of spice. Well, enough me...
that is, for a campsite meal, really, really cracking.
It's something I'd eat at home, that.
But for me, it's way too spicy.
Yeah. It's a takeaway-esque taste to it.
Yeah,
In a spicy way.
It's really, really nice. That's really nice.
Well, enough of me rabbiting on. I'm going to get stuck into grub before it gets cold. While it's still piping hot. I'll see you all later. Well, I've had my tea. And behind me there is where we were sat. Kev's just there. And I've done hot washing up. And I think it's time for... I was going to say a beer. But I've not had an afters. So... if I can find out where they are. I have some. Gold bars. There we go, Kev. Now, Kev, have you noticed I'm sharing these?
I have noticed, yeah.
I'll just chuck it back in my tent.
The fact that he's filled the other 15 in his pocket.
Oh, they are nice, these. I'm going to munch on this. And I'll probably bring you back when I'm having another beer. See you in a bit.
I still can't believe that he managed to eat an entire packet of chocolate crispy squares all by himself.
Oh, people don't know what I'm like off camera.
And kept it quiet.
Anyway, see you in a bit. Well, I've had my grub as you saw earlier, and just been sat on this rock chatting with Kev. And I said I'd bring you back when I'm having another beer. Well, I've cracked one open. So, good health all, and cheers.
Why do people say good health when you're drinking beer? All it does is rot your liver.
Oh, that's wishing people good health, isn't it? You know, health, wealth, and happiness, the three things in life.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm going to carry on drinking this, chatting with Kev, and I'll speak to you later. I'll just wander back to my tent, leave Sleeping Beauty over there for a moment, and I need to sort something out anyway. Bring you back in a bit. It's about 10:10. Sun's gone down. I've been fed and watered. I had a bit of a laugh with Kev tonight. I think Kev's crashed out by the sound he's making. I'm about to do the same. Yeah, it's been really good being here. Nice little spot this, nice and secluded. Nobody can see you from the path. And it's quite sheltered with these peat hags behind us. I've still got the tent door open. I don't think it's going to rain tonight. I might just leave it open. Can't be bothered shutting it. Oh, excuse me. Well, on that note, I think I'm going to turn in. So I'll say good night. And I'll see you all in the morning. Good morning, everybody. Time's about 5 to 7. I've been up, been out. It's absolutely lovely and warm. Blue sky, sun's out. Everything's covered in dew though. So I think I'm going to get a brew on and slowly start to wake up. I'm in no rush. Not had a great night's sleep. My sleeping pad, for some reason, kept going down on me. Don't know why. I always look after it and roll it up properly and put it away. I'll have to sort it out when I get back home. Supposed to have a lifetime guarantee. I might just get in touch with Climate, see what they can do. Anyway, for the moment, I'll get a brew on and I'll speak to you in a bit. Well, that's my brew made. I've got radio on, hope it's not too loud. Just need to have a drink of this. Oh, first brew at day. And for breakfast, I've got a Scotch egg. The breakfast of kings, Scotch egg and a brew. Well, I'm going to eat my breakfast, drink my brew, and I'll bring you back in a bit. Well, I've just made my second brew at morning. I'm just going to grab it. Oh. I'll just pop it back down. Well, I was listening to news before and when weather forecast came on, it said apart from northeast of England, there was a heat warning out for today. It's supposed to be 30 degrees, but it has been quite warm when sun's out, but you can see there's some clouds around now. Just over there, behind Kev, where my trekking poles are, is where I had my tent, and I've got all my kit packed up over there. We were going to be out for 2 nights, but events have overtaken us. My sleeping bag kept going down, so I don't fancy spending a second night out like that. And I think Kev's got something on the home front, so you know it's worked out nicely for both of us. Always see the bright side of life and all that. It's been a cracking camp at this spot, really nice and sheltered and isolated. Can't see anybody walking along the paths or anything. So I'll get back to my brew and I'll see you later. I've got my bag on, still glorious sunshine. I'm just about to do my usual. Where my trekking poles were, that's where I was camped. And I'm just having a look around for tent pegs in my case, but definitely not left any of those behind, and any little bits of rubbish. I did find a little bit of cardboard from the top of a McEwen's pack, so it's always good to check, and that's in a Ziploc bag with all the crushed beer cans and all the other rubbish from last night in a side pocket in my rucksack. Right, well, I think because we're cutting the trip short, we're going to head back the way we came, which is towards Blackden Brook, then over at 7 Minute Crossing, and towards Golden Clough. I'll show you some views along the way, and I'll speak to you later, but for the moment, we're going to plod on.
Well done.
Last night, I tried showing you Pedestal Stone, but I couldn't be bothered walking that far, so I stopped. But it's just there behind me. I'll turn the camera around, give you a better look. Yeah, so coming into shot now, you should see Pedestal Stone. What a brilliant view from up here, especially on a day like this. Got Chinese Wall just over there behind Kev. Then you've got Seal Edge, Seal Stones. That's where we're walking to down there. And then we'll pick up Blackden Brook and head over at 7 Minute Crossing. Right, well, now we've stopped to admire these views, I think we're going to plod on in that direction. I'll see you later. Well, it's just gone 12 o'clock. The sun is at its zenith, or just past its zenith, and it's really warm when it comes out from behind those clouds. We just stopped on this little rock here. Seal Stones is just over there. And my fluid intake is going to be this tin of McEwen's Champion that was left over. There's a helicopter flying over. Well, that was exciting, but not as exciting as this. I'm just going to crack it open. Still smells good. Well, everybody, good health and cheers.
Good help.
Ah, hey, by gum, that's still good beer. Kev?
Oh, cheers, dude. It's not overly warm either.
No, air cooled inside pocket of my rucksack. Well, I'm going to swig rest of this and then we'll plod on and show you some views as we're going over at 7 Minute Crossing. Right, I'll see you later. We're just walking along Northern Edge and we've taken the upper path. Well, Northern Edge that leads you to Sealstones before it takes you down the Eastern Edge towards Crookstone Knoll.
If you're going to say a statement, make sure you're making the fucking right information.
Well, if you look on a map, it's north of bloody Edale,
It's
isn't
not
it?
facing north, is it?
Yeah, well, it's
The
more.
northern edge is the top edge, right? Yeah. This is the eastern edge.
In my mind's eye, you've got the southern edge, which is Jacob's Ladder to Crowden, Grindsbrook, and the Nab.
Never managed to find your way home.
The western edge is the Downfall. Northern edge is Ashiphead all the way down to Sealstones, and then as you turn corner, that's the eastern edge.
The northern edge is Ashiphead to Fairbrook Naze.
Right.
Right. That faces north. This faces.
Yeah, because if you look at it on map, it's like a letter Z, isn't it?
Yeah. This faces east.
Yeah, yeah. Well, yeah.
Yeah. No. Yeah. It
In my mind's eye, is when you get round corner. Anyway, as I was saying, we've come across this place on Northern Edge, and what do you call it, Kev? The Bivvy Rock.
I call it the Bivvy Rock.
And well, I'll turn the camera around and let's have a quick look at it. As you can see, someone's piled up all these stones here to make a bit of an entrance. And then there's a little doorway here. And, well, I'm not going to shine a light down there, but you can get your bivvy bag in there. And if it was really dire conditions, you'd be nice and sheltered in there. Well, talking about using it in dire emergencies, Kev has done that, hasn't you?
Yeah, I've used it twice when the weather's turned really nasty up here, and it was either head back to the car, but it was like an hour of daylight left in the winter, or head across, because I know where it is, and head across here. And I've come across here, and I spent one night in there, and it was ferocious winds and sideways snow. It was absolutely biblically bad. It really was. And it's not the best of places to sleep. There's no headroom and that, but you know,
Save your life. Could save your life.
I don't think a tent would have survived that night, to be honest. So I kept in there.
Yeah. Well, I just thought I'd show you that. As I said, useful if you ever get caught out and the weather's that bad. It's a nice little bolt hole. Anyway, we're going to plod on up that way. We're not far off Blackden Brook, and then we'll be turning right to go over 7 Minute Crossing. So I'll bring you back when we're there. See you in a bit. I'm filming this gate because it's a bit of a landmark as you're heading towards Blackden Brook. After you, Jannu.
The repair I made is still.
We've just arrived at Blackden Brook, behind me there, and that's the main path there that will take you down to Crookstone Knoll. But that just there is the northern start of the 7 Minute Crossing. We're just going to pop over there and I'll try and show some footage as we walked at Cresta Hill, and then it's just back down onto the other side. bringing you out between Grindsbrook and Golden Clough. It's still lovely and warm. So on that note, I think we're going to plod on. Right, let's plod on up 7 minute crossing. Jannu can lead the way. Just stop for a breather. Just saying to Kev, we're nearly on to the side. Just got to get up to the top of that crest of a hill that you can see behind me. There's Blackden Brook, that direction. And we are just following this path that winds around there, up to the top of the hill. And then once we're at the top of the hill, we can see where we're going, down to the main edge path between Grindsbrook and Golden Clough. Right, carry on, plodding on. Well, we've just got over that crest of that hill that I was talking about just before, and this is a familiar sight, so I'll just turn camera around. This is basically, when you get down to this bit, you're on the other side at 7 minute crossing. I'll just turn camera around, like I said. And there you can see the main edge path, the southern edge path. And here we are on the other side at 7 minute crossing. Got Edale down there. Golden Clough is that away. Grindsbrook is that way. I'm back at Edale car park. There's my car behind me. I've walked slightly ahead of Kev. I turned around at one point as I was walking down from Edale and I couldn't see him, so he must have been round the corner, but he'll be here any second. Well, that's been a cracking camp. It wasn't the 2 nights, 3 days that we hoped for, but things happen. I'm not spending a second night with a punctured sleeping pad. 1 night was enough, 2 days. Well, I'm going to get all this kit off, chucking it back at car and start the drive home. But before I do that, I just want to say thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. And as I always say, I'll look forward to your comments because I do enjoy reading those and replying to them. Well, on that note, there's no further to say, apart from I'll see you next time for another Hengist Wild Camps. And until then, it's cheerio from me. Bye all.